Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are just a little bit on the early side. Since I'm here and you're here, I thought we'd just go ahead and at least say welcome and hello. This is Coach Sharon, and we're here today for our nurses and healthcare workers. Always, always, always. Caring is sharing. So that's why we're here today and we've invited you. So again, I want to say hello and welcome. Yes, Coach Sharon is here today. And yes, I am your coach, your colleague, and fellow traveler in this powerful journey. This powerful journey of truth, resilience, and renewal. You know, there's so many things that we have to go through. And so it is well that we find others to meet along the way. So thank you for joining us and thank you for being you. We're almost ready for the beginning of the challenge, but let's give each other a hand and give each other a virtual hug. I love virtual hugs. I love real hugs too. So let's give each other a few more moments to enter the room and welcome each other. Maybe you know some of the folks who've joined us today. So give yourselves just a brief moment, 2 minutes or so, and we'll be ready to start. Be well, friends, be well. One more minute, and we'll be ready to start. Aha, aha, you're joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's all for you. And we are ready to get started. Ready to get started live. So here we go. Here we go. Good day again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coach Sharon, your coach, your colleague, and fellow traveler along the journey that we will be taking today. So, our power is in our journey, and our truth is our power. Really. And we will thrive. It's about thriving in 2025. We must thrive. And today, we're not just talking about thriving in 2025. We are going to unpack the key to that thriving, living, and speaking your truth. Can't wait to share that with you. Because your truth is not just personal, it is your power. Your truth is the foundation of your goals, your peace, and your purpose. And did anyone see any of my posts today on social media? Yes, about purpose. Purpose, it's why we're here, and it is why we live. Is that okay? Because our first question to think about is, are you living your truth? Are you living by what truly matters to you? One of the things that I posted today is surely your truth matters and your life matters. Or are you just surviving? just surviving in silence, walking along the way, stretching yourself thin to meet everyone else's expectations. Who are you living for, and what is your purpose? When your outer world no longer reflects your inner truth, stress, burnout, and fatigue take hold. They take root. But when your truth aligns with your path, your own confidence, clarity, and calm begin to return. They know you. They know who you are. And they feel so comfortable with you and being with you. So they have found their space and their spot. And in that note, we'll talk about 3 pillars of truth. These are so important. They will hold you each and every day if you let them. 3 pillars. Number 1 is self-reflection. Number 2 is resilience. And number 3 is revelation. Now, if any of you are Christian scholars, you'll know some of these words' meanings very well. But let's start easily. Don't make it too tough. The first is self-reflection. Now, what does self-reflection mean? Is it important? Self-reflection is important. It's important to find your truth. To find your truth, you must first pause. You have to stay fully here, not to escape, but to reflect, to know yourself, and to find you. You have to ask yourself a few questions. Asking, what am I tolerating that's no longer working for me? We know that nurses often forget their own needs while serving others. We know how that goes. Who do we put first? Where do we stand? And nurses often forget their own needs while serving others. But real power begins with honest reflection. Who are you? What can you do? Who are you? Where are you? What do you want to do, and who do you want to be? Those things are so important. And they bring us on to reflection. Reflection. Think, well, what part of my professional life feels misaligned with my own personal truth? Well, somewhere they're not matching. You've got to take hold and find out how to fix that thing, how to fix it together. They will take you far. And what about resilience? We talked about resilience several times in our years of Power in Nursing Innovations. Resilience doesn't mean pushing through, but it means coming back. It means bouncing back with a purpose, with a why. That bounce back power comes from knowing your why. Knowing what's non-negotiable for you in times of struggle. You will only vote for peace. And you have boundaries built on truth, on your truth. You don't just take anything or just do anything because someone said, well, you have to. You have your own mind, your own mindset that makes your own promises to your own self And welcome, welcome, colleagues. Welcome to our night this evening. And remember, here's a quick quote: when your truth becomes your compass, resilience becomes your strength. You don't give up easily. And it takes someone a real work at why in order to even get you to pay attention to what they're saying you should do or what you should be. And number 3 is revelation. Now, revelation is the light. Revelation is the light that comes on when you listen to yourself and trust what you hear within yourself. It's that aha moment when you realize, I don't have to keep proving myself to anyone. I just have to be myself. That light has come on. It tells you you know your own truth and you won't take anything less. You just have to be yourself. So, as you're speaking in the public or even to yourself in those times that you choose to have me time, speak your truth. Don't hide your truth. Owning your voice is so important. And I know that we've had so many conversations and challenges in the workplace about if nurses can speak, if nurses are allowed to speak, but we know what we know. And too often, nurses are taught to stay quiet. Have any of you ever heard of such nonsense? To keep your head down? Do what you're told? I don't know about that one, you all. I might never have mentioned that. Keep my head down. Oh, but I say truth tellers change the world. Truth tellers change systems. How many times have you solved a problem by raising your hand if you have to, but by providing the best solutions? You decided you knew what to do and you weren't going to keep quiet. Remember, speak up when a patient needs advocacy. And that's one of our most challenging times. I know so many times I don't remember the too many times of staying quiet, but about sharing what the patient needs. Because patients don't always know the language that healthcare workers speak as well. You know what the physicians and the therapists and the social workers are talking about, and your patients may not. Stand up for your patients. That is your truth. And speak up when you're drowning in unsafe staffing. I bet some of you have not actually waited to get permission to speak about unsafe staffing because you've heard it a lot. And that doesn't mean that you are taking that. Sometimes we can put up our, put up our fists, put up our hands, and share the solutions. Scheduling is often a challenge, but many of us know how to fix that. Sometimes that can be the solution to unsafe staffing. How about looking to make switches and fix your own schedules on your units? But speaking up when you need to have a reset on your unit, on your schedule, is so important. So we can't always just sit back and wait quietly. Remember this: truth isn't noise, truth is clarity, and clarity is power. Clarity is your power. You know the answers to the questions. And sometimes we just won't wait, and we can't wait because the truth at work is necessary, absolutely necessary. So we go about setting goals, finding solutions, using our power to rally up the truth. So let's go from truth and knowing the truth to action. We must rise. And when you are aligned with your own truth, goal setting gets clearer and easier and more of you. You know these things. You have known these things. And it's going to be a struggle for a nobody over there to try to tell you what to do. But remember, in these scenarios, we have to have strategies and we have to have a way to put our action into power. So what about someone that you might know that says they want to move to a non-clinical role where they want to still provide impact on care? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Who's going to decide if that is the best solution for that person? The next person may say, I want to become a nurse coach or educator because teaching is my passion. Those are the gifts that you bring to yourself. Those times when you have been quietly saying, well, I really want to do something different, but my supervisor says I should just stay right here. Well, whose choice is it? Whose choice, whose goals will be met with meeting these challenges? They are yours alone. And that doesn't mean that alone you will complete the journey, but the goal is driven from you. The things you've learned, the places you've been, the experiences you've gone through. And when you want to retire, well, many of us are getting there in those years. But you will say that you will retire as you do in purpose. It's your why. And it is not in regret that you feel that, oh, well, nobody wants you around or people tell you you should do. Don't listen to what they tell you you should do because it is your decision. Your decision at this time. And one bold move by you and from you can make this year the year that aligns with your truth. Maybe you have been thinking about retirement for the last 1 or 2 or 3 years, but it's up to you. You don't have to stay on your feet through all your years because someone else said that you should. Make sure that your solutions come from you. And you can transform through the truth that you know. If you are tired if you haven't been healthy or well, here's a gift. Here's a gift from me to you. When you live your truth, you permit others to do the same. You are a role model. That's leadership. That's legacy building. You can't just keep all of the goodies to yourself. If you have found that now you want to be a clinical educator or case manager, put these things forward and show others that it can be done. Some people are sometimes anxious because they think they might get, pulled to the office or be in trouble. Show them that it can be done. Whatever your best choice is and your truth for your life is something that you should well consider. Don't let anyone take you away from your future. And nurses, nurses, your story matters. And whether you're at the bedside, boardroom, break room, or beyond, your truth makes a difference. It makes a difference for you. It makes a difference for your colleagues. And it makes a difference certainly for your patients. Those patients that never knew that you would be the one who was the advocate for them. Because really, they've never even heard of nurses being advocates. They've heard of nurses passing out trays and making beds. These are the gifts that we have to share with the world. Our truth, as we demonstrate and evidence it, uplifts patients, inspires your peers, and reminds the next generation that this profession is worth standing up for. Have you ever thought of yourself as that leader and role model for the next generation? So keep those things in mind. You'll hear those words again. And as we speak today and every day about the role and the blessings that nurses impact and influence others, we ask you again, are you living your truth? If not, the time is now. Let 2025 be your year to stand in power. If you want to go back to school and be a nurse practitioner, be a midwife, be a CRNA, don't let others hold you back. Your dreams will come true. And I know because I'm here today. I have been such a wonder to my own self as my rewards have come through when your patient comes back to say thank you and they told you that they're just coming back. Oh, they were coming to the clinic, but they wanted to stop and say hello and thank you. You know that your truth has penetrated many, many lives. So stand in your power, speak with courage, and live with purpose. Your why matters because your truth is not a whisper. Your truth is a declaration, and your truth is your power. Let it guide you and let it help you grow. And if today you've understood this message or this message has moved you, I invite you to continue this conversation. You can join one of Power in Nursing's coaching sessions and our virtual programs, or just simply, even today, write down at least one of your truths today. And you might go back and find several more. The truth is where transformation begins. Your truth is the platform for your change and your transformation. And I believe in you, nurses. Together, we can do anything. So, let's thrive together. It's a new day. 2025 is the time to thrive. This is Coach Sharon, and you can find me on Power in Nursing Innovations. I am still here year after year, helping nurses find their way to their best years and the power that is inside you. Don't wait and just hold back and say, well, I'll have to wait till 2026. Think about who you are, what your truth is, your purpose, and your meaning. And it might take you to a brand new place, because who says you have to stay right in the place you're in right now? Your truth is your power. Be well, friends, and as I say, you find your gifts in your treasure chest. I think many of us have gifts that we have stored away that people don't even know. Who knows you're the best at starting IVs? Who knows you're the best at doing discharge teaching or asking the pharmacy for a new item, or bringing gifts that you've shared before back again to your leader and saying, well, we've been talking about the holiday schedules, and some of our colleagues, we thought maybe we can switch days if we have qualifying colleagues. Well, what does your leader say about the solutions that you bring? Might be something to look for. So let's be well, and together we will thrive. The truth is in your power. Thrive in 2025. We thank you so much for coming to visit with us today, and we'll be back again, and again. Because I have been a nurse for so many years. I love nursing, and even with the challenges today, it is worth it for each of us to help the next ones serve well and be well, because we know how to solve problems, and those things we can do. So be well, my friends. We will see you soon, and please visit us at powerinnursing.com, the website, and we have a few things going on there, but my goal is still, through hell or high water, to speak to nurses and to empower you to lead and to facilitate your work-life balance. Balance is important, and I know we can fix the stress. Be well, and we'll see you soon. If you have questions or comments, please share them in future posts, or you can send email at powerinnursing6, the number 6, at gmail.com. And we'll get right back to you, Be well, my friends, and enjoy your day. Bye bye now.